I've had a lot of questions about how I produced this Spencer Pratt AI mini movie, and so I have some tips and tricks from what I've learned. Just so you guys know, it took me 1 week of working 8+ hours a day and $300 worth of AI credits. Now, if I were to repeat the process, because there's a big learning curve, it would definitely take less time and less money now that I know what works. But I want to go through it and just explain not only some of the jokes to those of you who don't get it or don't get the references, but also just give you guys tips if you have any inclination that maybe you want to try something similar for an entirely different project. I just want to assist in that. So with that said, here we go. And I'm going to run through this, and you guys leave a comment below if you learned something, if you enjoy this. Here we go.
Home sweet home.
Okay, those were supposed to be fire that was blazing. You can see it, but for whatever reason, the AI didn't. All these scenes I did multiple takes on. You never know what AI is going to spit out. I used 4 different AIs for this.
Spencer.
And his house, of course, was burned down, and he's living in the trailer. He has the Airstream trailer on his property. That's his wife, Heidi Montag. You have to take an actual image, and a lot of the AIs will not, like Seed Dance AI and Gemini AI, will not allow you to use faces. So the money that I deployed to Seed Dance was almost a complete waste of money. Almost.
Denied.
Yeah, they're denying building permits in the Pacific Palisades and Malibu, despite their promises. That's why you have to get Karen Bass out of office.
Again. Zeke, I'm calling in that favor.
Let's roll.
So far, I'm not getting towed.
In LA, they tow you for virtually any offense, and there are plenty of parking tickets. So the joke is that Zeke, who's a real-life New York City police officer, is going to get his car towed even as a policeman. And Zeke, by the way, is a very gracious individual who allowed me to interview him 2 years ago and was the right archetype to play the character. So I asked him for permission to use his likeness, and he readily agreed. He's 6'2", 270 pounds of muscle in real life. So just so you guys know who this character is and where he comes from. By the way, that's Skid Row, and you saw the trash dumpster, basura. That means trash in Spanish. Bass, B-A-S-S, basura. That's the joke there. This is pretty much Skid Row in LA with the homeless zombies everywhere. And obviously Indiana Jones.
Just keep moving!
City Hall there.
Like the Santa Monica stairs, but with more hate!
In Santa Monica, there are stairs, 188 stairs or something like that, that go straight up that people go to for exercise. So the Santa Monica stairs, but with more hate. This is the one shot that I took from Grok. I tried this in any number of AIs, and they were walking backwards up the stairs. AI be tripping. AI will constantly trip on you. So you have to be very specific in the prompts that you give it. And even with that, you never know what it's going to spit out, because it's a statistical engine that will infer what you want. And you have to have your characters down. You can't just describe the character, as I said. You have to have that image and use that as a reference point for the AI.
Fascists deserve death.
Fascists!
Nitya Raman, the communist running to the left of Karen Bass, if that's even possible, a horrible woman that blamed Toyota for making it too easy to steal catalytic converters, gave no agency to the thieves, just said that it was Toyota's fault for stealing. This is who you want in power. The left is destroying America, and that is an example.
Fascists!
Compassionate and peaceful.
They claim compassion, anything but.
What did he die from?
Old age.
Again, another shot that took me forever. That was Google Gemini that ultimately produced it, and it actually did a decent job. But if you saw the folder that the skeleton had disappeared at one point, it just, AI just does that on a regular basis. So you have to deal with that if you're creating a film. And I think that people allow for a lack of continuity today. But regardless, that is something that you just have to watch out for. And the joke, of course, is the fact that they're not offering any building permits, that it's impossible to build anything in Los Angeles. So that's the inside reference there. DSA worshiping blue power.
Pratt. Zeke.
And Zeke just comes out of nowhere there. That's AI. I tried any number of takes and renderings of what I asked for, and it was just very hard to get this again. Originally, he was supposed to, like in Indiana Jones, replace the blue gem with a big red ruby that was of equal weight, but it just did not work out.
As expected.
Again, Zeke is allowed by woke law into the force field because he's black, as opposed to Spencer, who is protected from blue power by intersectional laws and woke law. That's the joke, of course.
Watch out for the NGO!
NGOs are good.
They got rolled by the NGOs.
I'd have lost that bet.
That one of them was Zach's payer?
Yep.
So NGO stands for non-governmental organization, and everybody thinks, oh, NGOs do the Lord's work. No, they are where tax deposits go to be distributed amongst the elite. So these people that are supposedly supposed to take care of the homeless, as depicted on Skid Row, earn $500,000 a year salaries, and their incentive is only to create more of the problem so they have more money and get paid more. So everything that they're doing in Los Angeles, in blue cities, is the exact opposite of what works. But the intention is not to fix the problem. The intention is to fund the NGOs that roll over the taxpayer. The woke, the rainbow-haired dude believes that the NGOs are good. The NGOs are good.
Spencer Pratt for mayor!
Thank you for your support.
Realizing his mistake. Indiana Jones reference here. I couldn't have him shoot him. That YouTube would just penalize me greatly for that. I also don't want anybody to get hurt here.
Smart move.
You've seen this movie before. Really?
Picks up the machete.
This is LA?
Present day. Yeah.
See, this is what you're going to find in LA. It's just become such a cesspool that there's no predictability on the streets. So to find snake charmers in LA begging for money would certainly be a possibility right now. Gavin Newsom is a snake. That's really how I feel about him. Truly, a snake.
I hate snakes.
Indiana Jones reference.
Fascists!
Nazis! Fascists!
There are easier assignments.
Yeah.
Who is stealing our power?
That's Karen Bass, the witch, the mayor.
Hand it over, fascist, or
Communist.
I will burn you to the ground!
Like you did my house?
Get
Okay, a few things. Karen Bass allowed all the places in all the houses in the Palisades to burn. The reservoirs were emptied. It was complete DEI. They took firefighters off of a smoldering blaze that then got whipped up in the last year. And the fact is that she was in Ghana while that took place. So that is a complete lack of leadership in all respects. And the idea that Angelenos would give her another shot after this absolute failure would be catastrophic for not only the city, but for America, in my opinion. And the other thing is, you saw Zeke. He made that, AI can do drama. AI will be able to do drama, but it will never be able to imitate or to predict Steve Carell and Jim Carrey and their comedic genius, because drama is largely predictable. And I did not tell AI to give me that little It just did that on its own, which was, I thought, amazing and scary. But in terms of getting comedy, that's going to be much, much, much more difficult, because it's in the surprise of the reaction. It's in the surprise of the movement that the humor lies. Zeke's reaction was great and understandable for a drama.
the dim! Blue power! Blue power!
Get back!
Blue power,
No
not black
more.
power.
Take it!
Democrat blue.
I'm calling us even, Spencer.
Fascist!
That's a fugazi.
Fascist!
Fugazi.
Donnie Brasco, a fugazi means fake.
What have you done?
It fell.
Okay, so you have to cut away, because AI, you've noticed that some of it looks jumpy when you have a cut, because there's a limited amount that you should be making. You want to divide this up into really short clips. If you look at Charles Curran and his Spencer Pratt as Batman, he has very short, focused clips, and then he cuts away to somebody else. That's the only way that you can do this. This took enormous numbers of takes and different AIs. I tried this on 4 different AIs, and to get the wave and the wall of water, it was very difficult.
From the stars, and the earth trembled.
I'm melting! I'm melting!
Wizard of Oz. Dawn. The streets are clean. Flowers. People are dressed nicely. No longer SJWs. This is the Marxist indoctrination that's created this.
I guess I don't have to move to Florida.
In real life, Zeke is moving to Florida, but that represents many, many people with means that are considering moving from the hellhole that the blue team has driven LA into.
Good.
Spencer Pratt for mayor.
Spencer Pratt for mayor!
Callback. Guys, I seriously hope that you enjoyed my advice. If you're going to be creating AI, it's difficult. It costs a good chunk of money. And to get it at high resolution like 4K, it takes even more AI credits. It's understandable. I mean, these are businesses, they produce amazing quality, and it's only going to get better. You have to plan it out. You have to have your prompt fully defined. You don't want to waste money on a prompt that doesn't give you what it is that you truly want. So better to spend the time on the prompts, because it takes time to process, it takes money. So you want to plan it out. You want to create the characters. For example, the Gavin Newsom Cobras took me so many times in order to create even something passable, because they would bring the Cobra to the front, even though I said specifically it was on the back of the Cobra, on the hood. They would bring Gavin Newsom's face to the front. So I finally just said, AI, keep a visual of the cobras from behind, and then just have the knife slice through them. That's what I eventually got. Again, there were 4 different AIs using different resolutions. It was very, very difficult. And I was just thinking that I'm losing some of the fidelity if I export it as non-4K, because there were only a few shots that were 4K. The last one was. But I just finally just gave up and just said I spent a week straight on this and too much money, and I've got other things to do. But it took a lot of time and effort. So thumb up the video, leave me your thoughts. I hope that I taught you guys something. I hope that you guys took some interest in this. And God bless everybody out there, and have a fantastic day. Peace.